Hello, and welcome to another Percentage Chance Reacts for everyone's favorite Knuckle Dragon, blind as a bat, horny in a feral way, will not stop until he has banged everything in a 12-mile radius. That's right, of course, we're talking about Matt Murdock, Daredevil, and his new trailer for Marvel Rivals. I'm very excited. We will do our frame by frame and, get into the nitty-gritty of each and every one of these shots in glorious detail. But first, let's run through it in one clean go, because I would like to have a nice short that I can air later today, but thanks to that. So anyway, let's give this a look. Daredevil. All right, what do we got?
For what I am about to do.
Also, the voice is Alex Lee. I'm very excited about that. It's my boy. Okay. So he can pull himself this stuff. All right, of course he's melee, obviously.
Been judged.
Wait, he can see people through obstructions. Oh, he can see people through walls. He can bounce shit off walls. That's what I wanted. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh. Oh.
On the hunt.
Oh, that's good. Please have a Born Again skin ready at release. I feel like there has to be. They're giving a lot of signs of it. Oh, the ult. Okay, yeah, he blinds everybody. That makes sense.
Ruthlessness is mercy.
Oh, yes. That shit looks poppin'. Oh, man. That is so good. Oh, man. All right. And with that, that is the short. That's the short version taken. I can use that for later. I'm really jazzed about that. I'm also getting more open. I think this costume needed to grow on me a bit, to be honest. But I'm getting a feeling of it. I'm getting a vibe for it. I'm feeling pretty good about it right now. Yeah, I think getting to see it in gameplay more is what I needed. Let's go through this and really try and take stock of what we can see. To my understanding right now, he is not currently live on like the public test server or anything like that, so I can't gather what other people are able to show. So I won't be able to get into as many like proper details as I'm sure there will be tomorrow, or dear God, hopefully that shit's not already up by now. But I just checked my feed, so I'm pretty sure we're good. Let's see what I can pick up. Let's see what I can do.
For what I am about to do.
Also, once again, if you're like, when did Matt Murdock get all these crazy powers? This is Daredevil specifically at a time where he is possessed by the Beast of the Hand. The Beast of the Hand is the sort of dark deific god that the Hand worships. It's it's comic stuff. I will admit, I'm not overly familiar with that run, but I do know broad scope what goes on in it. I believe I'm pretty sure it's No Man's Land. I hope I'm not getting that wrong or mixing that up with another one. But by the way, I didn't mean to freeze frame it on this shot. This is fucking sick. This is actually incredible. This is a great wallpaper right here. Like, look at that. I didn't mean to do that. That's crazy. Damn. Unfortunately, my face is here, so if you want to cut this out as a phone wallpaper, I guess, since that part of the screen, nice and thin for you, I guess, if you want. But wow, yeah, that's nice. Or you can go take it on your own, do whatever you want, I guess. But yeah, basically, it's an arc where Matt was possessed by the Beast of the Hand, and he uses that to both fight evil and also it does. There's some pretty stark stuff that goes on in that story that I'm aware of. It's pretty wild, but they basically took that version of Matt, or rather a version of Matt that is currently possessed by the Beast of the Hand. So that's why he has some supernatural shenanigans going on. To my understanding, based on the Rebels lore at the moment, he is possessed. While he is possessed, he's essentially possessed by two entities. One of the Beasts of Kunlun, this is in some of the lore stuff we read on camera a little bit back, is basically in his heart, keeping the darkness of the beast like at bay, so he can utilize all the powers somewhat safely. Right? Normally, it would be taking him over and causing him to do horrific bad shit, but thanks to the one of the beasts of Kunlun hanging around in his soul, essentially, he's able to control it and use the powers somewhat safely in a somewhat parasitic symbiotic relationship. But it seems like the Beast of the Hand, or not the Beast of the Hand, it seems like the I forget which one of them. I think it's like a Zhuang or something like that. I forget. But basically, he is keeping Matt stable but also in exchange for Matt helping out and using those powers for something he wants. So which could potentially mean eventually maybe he even lets him go and goes, okay, well, I don't need you anymore. So have fun with that. Probably not going to happen because that would kind of impact gameplay, but still. Anyway, just in case you're wondering why Matt Murdock has some extra powers in Rivals. So, immediate things I noticed. Okay, so I can't get a grasp of the buttons because it's because PC stuff, but it appears he has a right click that will. I'm going to assume that's how he throws his billy clubs. My pre-recorded sign is lightly covering it up, but his billy club has an infinite ammo icon on it, so evidently he's full melee. He's not gonna no weird shit like Emma having to reload her mind bullets here. So he's got a shift move. Now, one thing I did notice, okay, actually something I can immediately see, the F button has a little like target icon, and he just put that on Iron Fist, and you can see a little Iron Fist meter below me right now. So now it looks like he's tracking him through walls. He's actively listening to him. Damn, is Matt gonna be kind of like a Dead by Daylight killer? Like, is he gonna be like stalking people? Also, he has 325 health, at least according to this trailer. Angela's trailer showed her with 600. She has 550. Clearly because she's really strong. Unlike what some unimaginable people who don't know how to play her would tell you.
For what I am about to do.
Unimaginative, sorry. Yeah, so yeah, Pursuit was the name of the skill.
I see you.
So he can use that to pull himself to stuff. He's got a wall run. Though, is the wall run what is the 5-second percentile thing, I wonder? Also, it looked like when he used the billy club to pull himself towards something, they mentioned he's gonna use his agility like crazy, which is fair. It's Daredevil. He should be very agile. So wall running is good. But I guess you have 3 charges of pulling yourself towards something with the billy club. That's interesting. I wonder if those charges are expended in other ways. Also odd to me that the charges are expended or represented by fire. It's not really a very Matt. Oh no, sorry. No, you know what? World on Fire. Okay, you know what? Actually, there is a bit of there's actually a bit of synchronicity to that. Although I think the World on Fire thing was a thing that the Netflix show invented. I can't remember if that was a thing in the comics prior, in terms of how he described it. I'm not sure. Someone can let me know on that. Also, I just noticed that his right click is called Righteous Cause. Let me just see something. I want to see if I can. Sonic Pursuit. He has not activated it yet, and yet he can see Iron Fist through the wall. I assumed he was marking him and then could see him through the wall, but based on this, he can already see people through walls. So it looks like he can track people harder, and you can mark them beyond a wall. Okay, so Matt can automatically see people through walls, as he should be able to, and he can mark them well in advance, and it looks like that lasts a bit. I wonder what kind of buffs and stat changes he gets based on having someone marked. Does he get faster? Does he get like the ability to track someone harder?
I see you.
Righteous Cross. So he has a dash. It looks like that was the shift button. Okay, yeah, that was the shift maneuver. So he has a dash. It looks like a pretty short range, 8 to 9 second timer. It looks like. Okay, he's got like almost, it's like a short range Death Blossom, like a Reaper style thing, or even kind of like the Star-Lord one where he shoots his guns all around. It looks like a short range melee smash 'em up kind of thing. I wonder what happens to his hitbox during that.
Been judged.
Probably not too different. Yeah. So you can see, so immediately showing us that he can see people through walls. So funny enough, the map they just released with all the smoke and the sightline blockers, he's actually gonna be. He seems tailor-made for it, which is really funny. He gets to kind of cut through this map's big thing, which is interesting. He can immediately jump to her. Then he's spinning the billy club around. It looks like that's different than the thing that we saw a second ago, where he sort of went ethereal and started like smacking around. That meter is very big. Also, the meter is not going away based on him having already done damage to her. It's not like you're tracking them extensively for a second and then the meter goes away. I wonder what the target mark actually does. Actually, in the Angela trailer, or the Angela and Daredevil reveal trailer, rather, the cinematic one, there was a moment where someone had a mark. She had a mark over her head, and it looked like Daredevil may have applied that. So it seems like that's a real physical thing that he's applying based on the Beast's powers, which is interesting. I love that the horns are like ethereal and stuff. Also, the back of the costume's a lot cooler than I thought it would be. Which, listen, you kind of need to make sure the back of your costumes are good because that's where most players will be looking most of the time. But like that sort of, it's not floral, but like that almost honeycomb-esque pattern on the back, actually really ornate. I like that. It is actually, I like it quite a bit. I think the aesthetic is kind of odd for Daredevil, but it fits this game's aesthetic. That being said, listen, there's already a Born Again skin for Punisher, and there's a bunch of iconography based on Born Again for that skin, and also Daredevil and Punisher are getting a team up where Daredevil gives Frank like a blinding grenade. I'm not really sure how helpful that'll be, but hey, it is what it is. But like they're clearly pushing them as a unit, which is fair because you know they're often represented that way, but like, or at least in live action media recently, especially, right? Like they've been pretty heavily tied together. But like, it would be very bizarre to me if there was no Born Again skin right at release for them to bundle. It feels like the most obvious thing in the world, but anyway, whatever. It's a parry.
I see you.
It's a fucking reversal. He knocked the squirrel thing back into her.
You've been judged.
That state is a parry. It reflects projectiles. It knocked it not only knocked it back at her, it stunned her the way it would stun someone else she threw it at. So yeah, she threw the acorn at it. It stunned her. Okay, so Daredevil doesn't just get up in your face and like start wailing on you. He also has a like, oh, I'm waiting for your retaliation. I'm gonna knock this shit back at you. You know, like oh, that's interesting. Man, those horns are big, by the way. Like he's got big devil horns in this skin. That's interesting. I wonder if those sorts of effects are gonna carry over to like any other skins he has, even like say the Born Again one that I feel like is inevitable, right? I'm curious about that. I'd love to see that. I'd love to know, because man, that's a scary thing for him to have. A nice old Genji reflect.
Face the devil. Wrath.
Devil's Chain. Okay. This is the exciting bit. Devil's Chain or Devil's Throw. Okay. That's exciting. So, okay, yeah. What do you think? What do I think of when I think of Daredevil and his billy clubs? I think of him throwing it at a wall, and it, much like Cap's shield, ping, 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 like right in the dome, boom, right, just out, right? I think of him bouncing it off a surface, probably off the head, hits him hard enough, catches it, you know, like he knows where his sticks are going, kind of thing. He knows where his billy clubs are going. So he can, but the chain is interesting. It sounds like he can, by the way, I love the effect over in the corner that you can see with all the other characters and what the blinding, what the sort of heat-seeking blind vision looks like with like the ripples. It's great. It's a great effect. It looks really neat. It's unique to anything else in the game, which is also great, right? It's what I would want it to look like, you know, like this, like sound signals, you know, it looks really nice. So let's see if we get an example of both versions of this here. See if I can tell which is which.
The beast.
Okay, that's the throw. That's the throw. So he didn't just throw one, he threw like 3, which is interesting. I can only go back this far.
You've been judged. Face the devil. Wrath of the beast.
Yes, he throws like 3, which is interesting because he's only supposed to have 2. No, he might be throwing 1, or you think he might be throwing 2. Yeah, you know, it does kind of look like he threw 2. Okay, fair enough. I wonder, do they take extra damage while they're in that marked state? I wonder. So yeah, he can throw them. He catches them. Righteous Cross came in again. I'm still unclear on what that one is exactly. It seems like it might be the thing where he's like and all that shit, you know? Oh yeah, and he's also got these three charges on the middle. Yeah, like I'm not sure exactly what's costing those yet.
Wrath of the Beast!
Okay, it costs 2 to throw the 2 billy clubs. So maybe if he has 3, he gets a third one. To be fair, if he's got god demon powers, I guess he can conjure a third one. That's not that crazy at that point, really. What, like the devil himself can't give himself like fucking an extra club to toss? Like, yeah, right. Yeah, okay, whatever. Come on. Get serious. Anyway. But yeah, that looks pretty neat. So he can chew through these similar. It looks like he might have a similar energy to Thor in terms of the way that he manages this shit. Which is interesting. That move, that like that sort of X cut thing, that also seems to take charges.
Hellfire!
What was that? What was that move?
Face the devil!
I haven't seen that one yet. It's good damage. So he does a dash, and after the dash, he can follow it up with this thing. What is this thing? Let me see if I can understand which one this is.
Hellfire!
Try to get away from those. Okay, that's the right click, because that's the one that went on cooldown. Okay, interesting. Is that the same as the thing he does on Iron Fist at the start? Let me get another look at that.
You've been judged.
It actually kind of is. It looks like it actually is, because that cooldown started. So that might be the same move. There might be multiple things that come off that move. In the same way, it seems like there's multiple things that go off the throw, or maybe the chain. Oh, maybe Devil's chain. Oh, you know what? No, yeah, you know what? Look at that. The chain icon, the right click, is actually now redded out, which either means you're about to use it or it means you can't use it in this state. So I'm a little... Oh, shit. I'm getting a phone call. This is a message for... No. He doesn't live here. Anyway. Waste of my time. Anyway. What was I saying? Right. You can see that the right click is grayed out right now, or redded out right now, which either means you're about to use it or you can't use it in the state, which actually might take away from my idea that Devil's Chain might be what that is. The
Beast.
Yeah, I wonder. I'm gonna take a quick second to check online again and see if like PTB/PTR, whatever they're calling it with Rivals. I don't know what it is. But everybody has a different name for it. See if any of that stuff has popped up online since I last looked at this. Maybe I can get some better answers for you guys. All right, the answer was we don't know. Anyway, let's get back to it.
Hellfire.
So he's got like a short range column.
Face the devil. Wrath of the Beast.
I'm sure they must use the Devil's Chain in the trailer somewhere. I just can't recognize it when I don't know what it is. So he's got the dash. Okay, he immediately is going into that state okay. He's doing what you do with Sue Storm, where you'll quickly toggle on her thing and you go forward or backwards, right? So he's quickly jumping into that, so that's why I couldn't quite tell what this move was. So this must be Devil's Chain. Okay, so this has to be whatever this is. This is Devil's Chain. So excuse me, so rude of YouTube/my thumb to hit the wrong button. Anyway, yeah, that must be Devil's Chain. So Devil's Chain is a short range. Devil's Chain is a short range, like almost like a geyser, and he can pull himself up to someone that's a. Oh, he can also pull himself up to flyers. Well, isn't that interesting?
Hellfire.
That's good damage.
On the hunt.
Okay, so this is interesting. This is the first time we've seen this sort of vision thingy. He doesn't have... Huh. This is the first time we've seen enemies this far away from him. And it looks like his whole vision is coated purple beyond this edge. Could we tell this earlier in the trailer? Is like the area far beyond him always obscured in purple? Or is this like a thing? Maybe when he's up higher. Oh right, he can wall run and go up buildings and do agile shit. So yeah, maybe when he's at vertical spaces he can identify targets easier. Like he could like no, actually that would make a lot of sense. Yeah, if he could see through people through walls, he could go up high and preemptively plan his next move. So yeah, he might actually have a mechanic dedicated to get up high, and now you can hear, and now you can see people at distance. Because yeah, he hasn't popped his ult yet. So this, I thought maybe this effect was his ult, but I think it is actually maybe based on verticality. He can now access this vision in more detail. Like maybe when he's up a certain verticality. Yeah, that's interesting. Maybe. I'm gonna double check earlier in the trailer. I want to see if you can see that vision. No, wait, sorry. Actually, that is visible even earlier in the trailer. I wasn't looking for it, but... Oh yeah, no, never mind. It's not verticality. Look, you can see the purple. How did I miss that? It's so overt. Yeah, okay, so outside a certain vision, everything, outside of a certain distance, everything is blind vision. He has a much clearer understanding of his immediate surroundings because of how his powers work. But a little further out, he's using much more pinpoint accuracy. He's focusing on his ears a lot more. He's focusing on his senses. He's picking up heartbeats. He's picking up sensations. He's picking up like people kicking up dirt as they walk by, stuff like that. Right? Okay. So yeah. Actually, yeah. His vision is like this at distance at all times. How did I miss that? It seems so obvious. I was too focused on the immediate. Wow. Yeah, you can see it at the edges, yeah.
Face the devil.
Yeah, no. I was wondering why the trees looked fucking weird. I'm like, I don't remember the trees looking like that. Now I see. Yeah, no, wow. I was so tunnel visioned. I was blind. How did I not see that? Damn, I am blind. Maybe he inspires me more than I thought. Yeah, so he can pull himself to a specific point. And then, so the ult, what exactly is the ult doing? Because I didn't really get a sense of what it was doing. He's immediately... There's vision cones going to him. Does everybody that can see him take damage during his ult? You have to look away? Because if you do, on one hand, you might consider that a big problem for Daredevil, because it's like, oh well, they have to see him to take damage, right? It's probably more if he can see them. That probably makes more sense. Also, if they could just turn around, and now the ult doesn't work, that's not very exciting. Then again, even if someone has to turn around, if you're like all on the point, that means you're no longer looking at where the fight is. So that means his team can now capitalize. So even if it is, they have to look away. That's still not practical in a fight. So like, so but even then, it probably is. He has to look at you, and then yeah, when he can see you, or maybe the beast is the one that's seeing them in this context. Okay, yeah. Because look, yeah, no, it's damage on everybody. Yeah, no, I thought maybe it was just about dealing damage to the specific person he's looking at. But yeah, no, it is very clear. Yeah, they make sure to have this shot in here. It's absolutely, he is doing damage to everyone in his, I assume it's his sidelines. It might not be exactly that. There might be another quirk to it that we'll learn once we actually see, or like read the descriptions. But yeah, it looks like his ult does pretty significant damage over time to anybody in his immediate vision cone, which means he can just sort of like hop on top of the point even in like a critical moment and just be like, no, I'm just gonna stand here, I'm gonna stay alive. He is getting healing right now. His health bar is healing. He's getting a form of life. He's either getting a form of life steal from this, or he's, oh, hold on, son of a bitch. The button's really close, okay?
Let the devil out.
Yeah, everybody's taking crazy damage. He is in fact getting health back. He's also getting overshields. I'd be willing to bet that's the only way that that Matt gets health back. I'd be willing to bet that healing state in his ult is the primary way that he's getting health back. And he's ripping through Angela even. And of course, yeah, it looks like he's getting bonus health off of it. So he's like throwing his Billy Club. He's pouring in the damage on top of the fact that they're all just taking a shitload just from being in regular vision. Hi, bud. Come here. Here. Hi, bud. Come here. Hi. What you doing? What are you doing? What doing? What doing? Say hi, Morgana. What's she doing? No, he's not. No, okay. Well, he wanted to. He wanted to at first, and now he doesn't. I guess that's fine. You know, it is what it is. Oh, he wants under. 1 second. He wanted it under. Okay, good. Yeah, yeah. So he goes into a state where he's getting, it's either life steal or he's just getting constant health back, but he's getting bonus shields off the damage he's doing. Everybody is taking a shitload of damage.
Ruthlessness is mercy.
Yeah. Wow. That's a straight DPS. Oh man. Okay. Well, color me impressed and excited at the same time. While I think some people have some silly thoughts about Blade. Blade does definitely have a bit of that glass cannon energy. People are still figuring him out. I think the good difference between a good Blade and a not great Blade is whether or not you understand all the ways to use the perfect parry. But nonetheless, people don't have the greatest feeling on Blade right now. I think people rank him like around C, like a C tier. Could be better, could be worse. Certainly not bottom tier, but I think he's got a lot of great stuff on him. But also, you know, we'll see. Hopefully they do here's the big 4.5 patch notes tomorrow, because I would love to know if Blade or Angela are getting any buffs. Some people think Angela's not very good. I think she's one buff away from overtaking the whole game in the best way, and I think she's really cool. But we will have to see what that actually looks like. I will do a reaction thing for the patch notes if that comes along. So, yay. Daredevil looks fantastic. I'm very excited about him. We should probably get a strategist next season. But also, man, this game is getting 12 characters a year now. Like, y'all don't understand how much you're eating compared to the Overwatch years, man. Like, you're still lucky to get a character every... Well, no, they'd have a somewhat reasonable schedule now. Oh my god, no, go away. It's the same bullshit. But yeah, he looks fantastic. I cannot wait to get my hands on him. I can never tell if a character's going to be super, super good. Everybody always thinks they're going to be super, super good, and then sometimes they're just okay. But Angela was like a slam dunk for me. And hell, I think Blade is an aesthetic slam dunk. I don't think he wins matches on a team as like the decider, unless you're like super good. And to be fair, hey, give him a little more like, I think what they need to do with Blade, genuinely, I think what they need to do with Blade is they need to give him, they need to drop the amount of lifesteal he doesn't. He gets like a 40% lifesteal reduction when he's in when he's in his vampire mode. They need to, like, I think it's like a 40 or 50% thing. They need to bring it to like, I forget if it's 40 is like higher or lower. So they either need to put it to 20 or they need to put it to like 60, whichever direction it is more beneficial to him. I forget the exact number at the moment. But yeah, that would be cool. Oh, also, yeah, like Overwatch was lucky to get a character like it's like every 4 months or so, and like that's fine. But like, you might just get years where you don't get anything for your chosen class, and it's like, well, tough cookies. Here, it's like, man. Also, everybody should flex anyway. There's plenty of great characters. You should play more characters in general. Don't stick to the ones that you want. That you're just don't grab a couple characters and stay there forever. For the love of God, there's so many great forms of gameplay in this game, and like there's probably characters you will really vibe with if you just give them a chance. Like always, it's just how it works. Anyway, Daredevil looks great. Hopefully he's as good and cool as he looks. Hopefully there's no stinking bomb lying in his kit that kind of makes him weird for people. It's funny. I mean, listen, people rag on Ultron all the time, but Ultron is consistently A rank in most tier lists for a reason. He is good. He has great healing. Fuck's sakes. There was a match I had a few weeks ago on camera where it was the first time I'd had an Ultron on my team in a while as a tank, as in like I hadn't had a match in a while where I like had a big enough health bar to really notice the difference when he was the only person healing me. And you know what I was immediately struck by is like, oh my God, Ultron's healing is way faster and more generous than I thought it was. Like it raises your life way faster when the drone is right on you than I thought it did. And I'm like, wait, why are we all complaining? As a fucking Ultron Lord myself at this point, like he has some of the craziest burst healing in the whole game on that ult. It's 650 healing per shot. The amount of times I've saved, remember that fucking short I had with where I saved the Groot with just the ult, and then the Bucky got really fucking mad at me because I stole his ult from him. It was great. Ultron has tons of great stuff. So some people sometimes don't give characters enough of a chance, and then certain stigmas stick around, and then they end up looking silly when they're like, oh well, that character's bad. And it's like, no, they're not. You just aren't good. Play the game more. Pay attention to it, how the meta is evolving. Don't slander a character if you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, and then throw the match for no reason. Anyway, very cool character. Very excited. Daredevil looks great. I'm hopeful for a born again costume. I will have it. I already have the units. I have way more than enough units actually. It's gonna be great. And then yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. Season is halfway done. Crazy, by the way, the pace we're at now. But hey, it is what it is. I'm excited. I want to get that What If skin. I want to get that What If Moon Knight skin so bad. Oh, they showed Moonblade and Zombie Wanda from What If, or sorry, from Marvel Zombies are coming to the game for Halloween. Those are probably going to be paid skins. I won't have the money to afford them, but oh well. Although I would love the Moonblade skin, and honestly, that one might be a priority. I might think about it. Anyway, that's it for me. Gonna get this uploaded. I have Tuesday stuff to do. Or sorry, no, it's Wednesday. Shit. Wednesday this week is my off day. So yeah. I'll be back with more Silent Hill F tomorrow. Unless I decide to go live tonight. At the rate I'm already at, definitely not happening. So anyway, gotta go get this uploaded. See you later. And yeah, we will definitely have a Rivals Day on Daredevil's release day. See you then.